Guys, welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time joining me, my name is Renai and thank you so much for clicking on this video, and welcome to 2023 and happy new year. And obviously, if it's your first time joining me, please do make sure that you check out my previous video where I was introducing the channel to you guys. And it's nice to be here. It's nice to be recording this video in 2023, although we are all in 2023. Before I get into this, please do make sure that you like, comment, share and subscribe to my channel. Do make sure that you share the video with your friends and families so that we all get into the 2023 ship together and we don't leave others behind. And yes, like I was saying, we all know that you're coming from 2022. 2022 was a very tough year and a year of breakthrough for many. And as much as we would like for it to be a year of breakthrough to everyone, not everyone experienced the same things. Some people had it tough, some people had it well, some people grew, some people had already flourished and they were flourishing and they flourished in 2022. So this video is obviously, from the title, if you could have seen, is a reflection video, which is also to just help you do a reflection on how 2022 was for you. And personally for me, 2022 was a year of growth. I feel like I had a lot of lessons in 2022. I learned a lot and wow, it was just all over the place. So it went by so quickly, it went by so fast. And I honestly learned a lot in 2022 and I grew so much in 2022. And as much as I would love for everyone to have experienced 2022 the same way as I did, not everyone experienced 2022 as me. And that is why we all need to reflect on how the year was for us individually. And I would just like to bring to you 5 questions that you can ask yourself to reflect on how 2022 was for you. So the first question that you can ask yourself is, what was my most important goal that I accomplished in 2022? Obviously, we have a couple of things that we might have accomplished or achieved in 2022, and it's very important that you realize and recognize what were your goals and what were the things you accomplished, even if it didn't form part of your goals for the year, but you just accomplished it. So sometimes we feel like the goals we have for ourselves are too big or are too small or they don't matter at all. But what I want to tell you is that no matter how small or how big the goal is, if you set it for yourself, it's important for you and you should always just reflect on it and see what lessons the goal or the experience brought to you. So that is the first question that you should ask yourself. Did you have big goals set for yourself, or did you have only small goals that were set for yourself? Which is fine to have small goals because they help us achieve the bigger goals that we want to achieve. So just also ask yourself that question, put it down if you have to, and also just note how that made you feel when you accomplished it, and check which goals you didn't accomplish and also make note of those to make sure that in 2023 you don't miss anything out. And I have my notes here, I'm just gonna check that. And so I just want, this one is a bit emotional for most of us. And the second question you can ask yourself is, what was the most challenging thing for you in 2022? In this part, the way you can answer it, it can be you were unable to achieve some of the goals that you set for yourself, or you had an unexpected passing, which is very sad, or you had any other thing that made it very hard for you to be happy and just finding it's difficult to survive 2022. So with this one, you can include anything from your schoolwork, from your work, if you had any challenges at work, or if you have any challenges in your life, or any other aspect of your life, relationship wise, whatever it may be, you can just include any of those. And the third question you can ask yourself is, what was the biggest surprise that you encountered or you came across in 2022? And this can be something that shook you for the best or something that shook you for the worst. So this also just you can also divide it in those ways, that okay, this is what made me happy unexpectedly in 2022, or this is what made me happy or sad unexpectedly in 2022, and how did you overcome that? What lessons did the surprise bring for you, or what happiness or what sadness did that bring for you? How did you manage to overcome the surprise if it surprised you for the worst? Like, how did you manage to get through the feelings, or how did you overcome the whole situation? And if it was for the best, or it made you happy, or surprised you for the betterment of your future, how did that make you feel? And how would you want to see that manifest in the future? Like, how would you want to see that better your future? Basically, with the surprise questions, you can put anything, even if it's a little thing that just made your day one day in 2022, and maybe you just woke up and you received a call of someone telling you some good news or anything, and then you just felt good. Like, what can you take from that? Like, are you happy for other people when like they tell you good news? Or if that made you angry that someone told you good news, that is a surprise that you were probably not expecting that person to have that thing, because obviously we're not expecting them to have that something good, which I don't think someone should be doing that. Like, please, we should not be doing that, especially in 2023. We must be happy when our friends do better, like, or just people that we know. It's always good to be happy for other people. Anyways, yes, that is obviously the third question you can ask yourself to reflect on 2022, the year. So the fourth question you can ask yourself is, what was the biggest mistake you made during 2022? And with this one, what did you learn from the mistakes that you made in 2022? It's not easy to admit that probably you made some of the mistakes that that ruined your 2022, or that made your 2022 better. But it's always great to look at those mistakes and kind of try extract out of them something nice, extract out of them something for the future, something that can help you, the lesson that probably in the future will help you accomplish something much easier with limited mistakes. So yes, as people, I think we need to look at mistakes that we made in 2022. So for you, what were those mistakes, and how big were those mistakes regarding what you had set for yourself to achieve in 2022? Because sometimes we just make one little mistake, and the next thing, everything goes the other way. And just to make an example, let's say maybe you told yourself that in 2022 I'm going to be waking up at 5 every day, do 1 2 3 4 5, and then just one day you just wake up and you're like, I can't do this. That is a mistake, and that was the first time you started making that mistake. And how did that ruin the year 2022 for you? And what lesson can you take from that? Like saying, no, I'm not going to wake up now, I'll just wake up in a few minutes. How did that ruin the whole year for you? Or like, it can be anything else. Maybe entering into a relationship you were not supposed to enter into. That's also a mistake. What did that teach you? Maybe having a friend you were not supposed to have, or maybe taking things too fast, or whatever the case may be. What did that teach you in 2022? The most important thing, I think, with trying to look back and track our mistakes is to also just try by all means that in future we don't make the same mistakes. And obviously we grow from the mistakes that we make, and reflecting on them is a better way to achieve or to quicken the way we achieve our goals. And our last question that you can ask for this video is, what was your biggest relationship accomplishments for 2022? We all know we lose and gain people in our lives, and as we grow, we meet people, and then the next thing they vanish, the next thing they leave you alone. I, for one, met someone in 2022, and wow, did that kind of just vanish? Like, okay, we are good friends because we still talk on WhatsApp, but he just decided he was going to relocate, and I felt so empty because already when like I met him, I did not really have like friends that were willing, like that are willing to like spend time with, or I was willing to spend time with. But with him it was easier, like we were even like going gaming and stuff like that, and I was just like, dude, why are you leaving me? But he was just like, yo man, I have to dash. And I was just like, oh my god, I'm gonna be alone and whatever. But I feel like that relationship with my friend is honestly like one of my biggest accomplishments for 2022, because even in the conversations that we still have now, I always gain something. And I lost a lot of friends this year through relocation because they just had to, and I don't blame them. Maybe it's good for their growth and everything that they need to achieve, but like it was very like sad for me to lose those friendships. Thank you so much guys for tuning in for this video, and thank you so much again for clicking on the video. Please don't forget to like, comment and share this video. Please also subscribe. It's very important for us to grow as a community. And also I would just like to add that please, we are still in the very second week of January 2023, and you can still do the reflection. This will also help you set the tone of how you want your 2023 to be. It can be high or it can be low. It's all up to you. You have the power to control how you want your 2023 to be. And again, thank you so much guys for this. Please don't forget to share this video until we meet again. Also just comment down below with your thoughts on the video, and if you would like for me to upload another or a second part of the reflection questions that you can ask yourself. Thank you so much again for clicking on the video, and I will see you on my next upload. Bye.